Bung Bung. Welcome to the Poddy is brought to you by Bung Bung Coffee, the best dark roast coffee there is. It's just unbelievable. It makes you hear color and see sound. It's a total sensory experience, not just the taste and the smell, but the emotions that you go through while you drink it. It's a memory maker. It's more than just a coffee. It's a lifestyle. Think about that. It is the motivation you need to get out of bed. It's the Instagram model of coffees. It's chocolatey, rich, delicious. You've had it.
Yeah, I mean, just touching on what you said before, got me out of bed this morning, rainy day, and just thought of it.
It's a game changer. I mean, people have recipes that they make up for, hangover cures. You don't need to bother with all that shit. You just get a Bung Bung coffee and you're good to go. It's a complete game changer. There's not enough can be said about it. I could sit here and I could do an hour on Bung Bung coffee, is what I'm saying. I don't have the time, but I'm just trying to tell you this is something that you need to do is get to bungbungcoffee.com and order that premium dark roast and get delivered straight to your door. You don't even need to go anywhere. You can do a couple clicks and bung bung. It arrives at your door. Understand? Bungbungcoffee.com. Enter promo code PODDY, PODDY for 15% off all orders. No minimum spend, no maximum spend. 15% off with the promo code PODDY, PODDY. Let's start the show.
1990.
Choose your destiny.
Welcome to the Poddy Bung Bung. It's your man Claytron, aka the Big Boss Man, aka the Clumsy Jeweler, because I'm always dropping gems, aka the Milkman, because I always deliver, aka the PhD of podcasting, Magnum PI of podcasting, the Al Horford of podcasting, because I am the finals MVP, baby. You should have seen this guy yesterday. Were you at work during the game?
Yeah, keeping track of it though.
My God, this guy never been to finals before. Let's hit the sports thing. Al Horford never been to the finals before, and just came in there like just a stud.
Yeah, definitely ready for the moment.
6 for 8 threes or something. Like,
it's crazy. Just
going ape shit. That's Steph Curry numbers. Steph had like 6 for 8 in the first quarter, and then just dried up really.
Yeah, I think he finished like mid-30s.
Yeah. Jason Tatum, shot 17% from the field, which looked rubbish, but he had a career high in assists. Which is, not a bad time to do that.
Yeah.
Boston did look a bit flustered. They seemed like they weren't ready for the finals at the first 5 minutes of the game. And then once they got that shit out of their system, they fucking looked unbelievable. My man Derek White was eating.
Yeah, I wonder how many more times this series he can bring it like that.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah, just getting that one game. That's
Jason Tatum's not going to shoot 17% again.
Yeah, true.
You can bet the house on that. 17% is fucking low. It's hard to do that. So, I think Boston's in a good fucking spot.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but
yeah,
looking good for them right now.
Yeah, it's not your favorite team as a Laker fan. If they win this, they're back.
I don't hate them, just rather not see them win.
Yeah, they'll be the number one in championships again if they win this.
Yeah, we're all tied up at the moment. It's
Yeah.
17, I think.
Yeah. So, wow.
But early days.
One game. Boston actually, I think every series except this one has lost game one and gone on to win the series.
Okay.
So, losing game one doesn't mean that you're going to lose the series. Golden State have I think that a combined 138 games of finals experience to Boston's 0. But yeah, as I said, Al Horford looked like he had 138 games experience yesterday. He looked unbelievable. Steph Curry, historic first quarter, 6 for 8 threes in the first quarter. It was amazing. I thought he was going to hit 50 points. But then he just dried up a bit. But fuck, what a game. What a game. Jaylen Brown's handle. We need to talk about this.
Yeah, it's not pretty, is it?
It's mad
all
sus.
over the place.
Yeah, dude. And apparently, like, I'm not a huge like Boston watcher, but apparently his handle's always been a bit of a weakness. But like, I think I've watched a lot of games actually this playoffs, considering I probably only watched like 2 or 3 regular season games this season. I've watched a lot of the playoffs, and his handle's just been mad suspect. I was talking to Steve about it yesterday, and he was saying he's a Boston fan, friend of the show. He was saying it's always been a bit sus.
Yeah, it just looks like any time there's more than like 3 dribbles involved, just kind of turns to shit a little bit.
Yeah, and I don't think he's making great decisions with the ball anyway. Like he's always seems to be driving into traffic, and oh man, yeah, I feel for him. He doesn't look happy. He looks like depressed as fuck out there.
Yeah, he's so good though. Like,
yeah,
did you see that play where he got the block down one end, then he dunked it down the other?
I was on the Henny yesterday, so it's a bit hazy.
Yeah, not that we're defining players by one play, but like there are times when he looks like the best player on the court, and then as you're saying, times when he's dribbling and you're just like, what is this dude doing?
Yeah, Marcus Smart, man, is like having a great playoffs as well. I see on Twitter, I actually see a lot of Marcus Smart slander from Boston fans. But I don't know. I reckon he's like the heart and soul of that team. Was he drafted to them?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think he's been on any other rosters. And
he's a true vet. Like he's been there a long time.
7 or 8 years.
Yeah. Props to Danny Ainge building that team, and like the pick swaps and shit that he did to like, because they had the number 1 pick that year, and he traded the pick for 3rd, and he ended up with, because he was always wanted to take Tatum, and he knew Tatum was going to be there still.
That was what, like Fultz and Lonzo.
Yeah,
that draft. Yeah.
So yeah, that was a huge move. Is Fultz in Orlando still?
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah,
he was injured to start the season, then played a bit.
And did his jump shot ever recover?
It's possible now, I think.
Shit was.
I mean, I don't watch Orlando games, so I couldn't really tell you. Just going by box scores. Yeah,
Orlando's a wild team to root for. They're like, I used to just love them because of T-Mac. There's Shaq and Penny days as well. That's a bit like you got to be pretty young for that. Like I was probably in primary school in those days, but T-Mac was my fucking guy, so I kind of rooted for him a bit then, and I don't think they've been any good since.
We went to the finals with Dwight, but
did they? Who'd they play?
They played the Lakers.
Lakers. Dwight, dude, another lost soul.
That team was fun to watch. Like they had
Jameer Nelson,
Turkoglu, Rashard Lewis.
Love Turk. Rashard Lewis, he had a ratchet. And then who else did they have? There was another point guard.
The French dude, Mikhail. What was his name? Nah, I've lost it.
Yeah,
now.
I don't know.
I've lost it.
Yeah.
Petrus. Do you remember him?
Yeah, Michael Petrus. Yeah. That was a good team actually. But yeah, what are you gonna do? Which Lakers was that? Was that Gasol Lakers?
Gasol, Bynum, Kobe,
Bynum, bro. Another lost soul. What's up with big men, dude?
God, just a lot of weight to carry around.
Yeah. Do you think it's over for Philly?
Yeah, the current roster. Yeah, definitely going to make a couple changes.
Yeah. This James Harden guy. I don't know, bro. I just don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's just like, he's done, right? It's
yeah, it
it's
looks
over.
that way. I mean, he's not the James Harden that we know anymore.
No.
I don't think anyone can expect that anymore.
No, and that shit doesn't last forever. Like,
It was pretty historic though, that run he had.
In Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was craziness. Russell Westbrook sucks, bro. Think about all the guys that he's played with and hasn't been able to win. Kevin Durant, James Harden, Chris Paul, Bradley Beal, the Lakers,
Yeah,
LeBron James, Anthony Davis.
Yeah, some good players.
Paul George, Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, that's right. You were forgetting some.
And he just like sucks, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just that brand of basketball. It's just like it's not winning basketball.
Just a great stats average team.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah. I don't know that I've ever seen it before like that.
Counting stats anyway. Not going to go into percentages, but
yeah,
your 3 counting stats.
And James Harden's pretty similar, I guess, in that he's had historical numbers and gets nowhere really.
Yeah.
This year was the first time he'd made it out of the first round. Is that right?
James Harden.
Yeah.
No, they went to the conference finals against Golden State.
Yeah.
Maybe twice. I think he's been there. Oh, and he went to the finals with OKC.
Oh, yeah.
He was third fiddle. But
yeah. Do you think if he stayed in OKC, do you think he gets to like the skill level that he's at now?
No, he had so many reps with all that usage in Houston.
Yeah. That was crazy. That run in Houston was nuts, but he just like...
So he was getting like the Ginobili comparisons back in the OKC days.
Yeah. And do you think... Here's my thing. Luka Doncic is the same player as James Harden, bro. But everyone praises Luka and shits on Harden. I don't understand it. Is that racism?
It might be, but if Luka has a couple more unsuccessful... Not that this year was unsuccessful, but... If he just doesn't get shit done in the next few years, those comparisons will level out, I guess.
Because, like...
He'll get some more criticism.
All he does, he's just bounce. He's not doing shit with the ball. I mean, he's scoring, but, like, he's the same as James Harden. Like, the offense just stagnates as soon as he touches it. Like, no one bothers even moving anymore. And people were just like, oh, Luka's amazing. And then they, like, shit on James Harden. And it's like, this guy's the same player.
I think it's just there's a bit less flopping with Luka.
Yeah.
Especially on like the threes. He doesn't just collapse.
The threes.
To the ground.
The threes.
I hated watching that with James Harden.
Yeah. He does have a lot of that LeBron shit though, like just crying to the refs every possession.
Yeah, that's gotten old pretty quick.
I hate it, bro. I fucking hate it. The league, I don't know, man. There's not a lot of likable guys in the league to me these days. A lot of these dudes are corny. The young guys are mad corny, like Jar. Like we've talked about Jar. I think I like Bridges from Hornets, but now that I know that he's a whack rapper, like I don't even like him. There's just a lot of cornballs in the league. Even like KD was my guy until I figured out he was an absolute fucking potato, bro. Like he seems like the biggest, like someone that I don't want to spend time with, you know?
Yeah.
LeBron James, corny.
Mm.
I can't really even
DeRozan?
DeRozan seems.
Oh, I can't find much to not like about that dude.
Yeah, he seems like a quiet assassin, really.
Mm.
Maybe Levine as well. Maybe the Bulls. Maybe the whole Bulls roster. Maybe Kobe White seems mad corny. Oh, bro, funniest tweet I saw yesterday, by the way. I don't know if you saw this. Because Jason. We need to talk about corny, bro. Texting Kobe before Game 7, and then posting it. That is the wackest shit, bro. That's so fucking whack. Texting a dead guy for clout.
Man, you corny.
That was nuts, bro. And then he couldn't hit a shot yesterday, and someone tweeted Jason Tatum accidentally texted Kobe White before this game. Fucking comedy, bro.
Yeah, no, that text was nuts. The fact that it happened, and then the fact that it got posted.
He posted it.
Yeah, I know. Like, it's one thing to do it, and it's another thing to share it for the world. But.
That's gay, bro. Fucking so lame. So fucking lame. Like, yeah, before that, Jason Tatum was probably one of my, like, up there on the likableness scale. And then I saw that shit and I was like, well, fuck this guy too. Like, fucking cornball, bro. Dame Lillard, for someone who thinks he's not corny, is mad corny as well. Yeah, dude, there's not a lot of guys in the league that seem dope.
Yeah, no one really notable jumping out to me other than DeRozan.
Yeah. Chris Paul seems like a snitch, bro.
Yeah, I can't handle that, dude.
Yeah. He seems like a hall monitor. He seems like a bit of a cuck. Like, he likes to watch his wife get boned. That's the kind of energy I get from Chris Paul, bro. He seems like a beta. Big beta energy.
Yeah, and his career's kind of playing out like that too.
Yeah.
Keeps going to teams to be the beta.
Yeah. And what about, Devin Booker, bro?
Actually, maybe Chris Paul was the alpha on that team.
Yeah.
Where the fuck did Devin Booker go? I know this is old news now, but...
Yeah. And just talking.
Fuck. Yeah.
Doing so much talk. You gotta back this shit up. You gotta back it up. You can't just be out here fucking chin wagging, bro. It's nuts. It's nuts out there. A lot of wild Cowboys in the league, man. I'm trying to think of like who to root for. I guess like DeRozan. It seems like I'm being biased because of the Bulls. DeRozan is probably, he's my guy now in the league. I'm probably gonna have to get a DeRozan jersey. Do you think the older you get, the weirder it is to have another man's name on your back?
100%.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I won't get a DeRozan jersey, but
I think especially if that man is younger than you. That's something I've been struggling with lately. Like,
yeah.
I don't think I'm ever going to buy a jersey again now because I'm older than like most players in the league.
Yeah. Like, how old would DeRozan be? Would he be older than us?
Yeah, I reckon like a year or two.
Yeah. So, I'm 32.
Maybe not. Maybe you guys are like the same age. Or he could be, I reckon you're pretty close.
I'm retirement age, really. LeBron's what, 38? 37?
I think he's 37.
That's crazy, bro. He's coming up. This is going to be his 20th year in the league.
Yeah, 03. Yep.
That's crazy. I remember being, so I would have been in high school when he got drafted, and you would have been at Paringa?
Yes, I reckon like, year 6?
That's nuts, bro. That is fucking
yeah, and he's just still doing it.
Bonkers, dude.
Yeah, it's like a lifetime ago.
Yeah. He's literally been in the league for 2/3 of my life.
Yeah, I mean, as much as he's not my favourite player, I'm just old enough now to know not to take it for granted.
Yeah.
That's pretty unbelievable what we're seeing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. You can't do that. No one. Who's got more games played? I think like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and like Robert Parrish or something.
Couldn't tell you. Could look it up.
Yeah, let's look up most games played. And that's a pretty good pull from me if I said Robert Parrish, bro. Like, that's, look at me, bro.
Nailed it. And yeah, you got the top 2.
And Vince Carter.
Yeah.
Where's LeBron on this list? Dirk, John Stockton, Carmelo, Kevin Garnett, he's down at 14. And he's played the third most seasons. Vince played 22. And there's a bunch of 21s in there. So that kind of like he's not always injured, but like
I wonder that'd be like cumulative with playoffs as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So that's crazy because he goes to the playoffs every year too. So
and has like deep runs in the playoffs when he does go.
So that means that he sits out a lot in regular season. Bro, have you heard about they're talking about shortening the season?
Down to like 70 something?
Yeah.
Is this recent? Because I haven't really heard anything.
Yeah, it's recent. So I saw Richard Jefferson. He's not happy about it. And I think I get it. I think I talked about this recently and I was for shortening the season because of just health and all of that. But I did say that that's part of it is managing your body. Like that's why there's no asterisk when you play an injured team. It's like, well, that's part of the game. So, you know, Toronto doesn't get an asterisk because Klay Thompson got injured and KD. You know, that's not an asterisk. It's like that's the chips fall how the chips fall.
Yeah.
But it changes if they shorten the season to try and like manage players' health better or whatever. They like all the records and shit sort of become redundant.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess.
Like maybe it means that you can squeeze an extra couple of seasons out of players, so then it doesn't become redundant because they're playing less games per year. So maybe they're
playing more years.
Maybe you see more guys play 22 seasons, but it's like, who the fuck wants to see that when you can have young guys coming into the league and sparking it up, you know? Even though they're all corny and fat, you know, Zion. So, yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Are you for or against shortening the season?
I don't know. I don't really care about the regular season. Like, as much as I'll catch up with scores and whatnot, none of it really matters till the playoffs start anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like in terms of records, like we still look at total career points from players before there was even a 3-point line, and like, all that sort of stuff skews the all-time records. Anyway,
yeah, like pre-shot clock era and stuff like that as well.
Yeah, then like hand checking and changes that would have brought to scoring throughout the league. So I don't know. It's just going to keep happening. The longer the game goes on, there's going to be changes and
because I do like 82 games is a lot of games that don't matter. Like I get like they matter because you have to win to get into playoffs, but like 82 games is heaps. So I get like, you know, it gets you to playoffs more quickly. That mid-season tournament shit I still am questionable about because I just don't think there's going to be enough prestige for people to care. I think that's a thing where you're going to see a lot of your LeBron Jameses and Kawhi Leonard to sit out of it. So it's not even going to be like that dope.
Yeah. How about the play-in? Now that we've had a couple years of it.
I love the play-in.
Yeah?
I love the play-in. Those are some of the best games of the season because people are fucking like, this is our only chance. LeBron James hated the play-in because he was scared of it. I think he would have loved to have been in the play-in this year. Oh, he was in it. No, they didn't make it.
No, they didn't make it.
Yeah, he would have been gagging for a play-in this year. The play-in, I think the play-in's great. What do you think?
I like it as a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a fan, it's really entertaining. I guess you just put yourselves in the shoes of the players that earned the 6 seed or 7 seed or whatever it is and still need to like fight to get into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like that aspect of it's kind of rough, but Like it's not like that rule just got introduced midway through the season. You know that going in. So
win more fucking games.
Yeah.
Win more fucking games then. I like it. I like it. If you're that low in the playoff seeding, that's your fucking problem. You know?
I just don't like that the stats don't count at all. Like, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure it doesn't even count as a game played in like this list that we're looking at for all time games played, and the points in it don't count towards regular season or playoffs.
Really?
I'm pretty sure that's
interesting. So you can go off for a career night. You can go Wilt Chamberlain on him, have 100 points that don't count to your career total.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the go with it.
That is, well, I didn't know that, and I don't like that. That's pretty nuts, man.
What should it be? Regular season or playoffs? It's neither. It's the play-in. and they don't even have a category for that. There's no like all-time play-in scoring leader.
Well, there probably is now.
I just don't know if anyone's keeping track of it. Someone would be, but I just don't think it's an official.
Basketballreference.com is the best website and Twitter page. They have the best. Have you ever been on Basketball Reference?
No, I've heard of it, but never.
It's the most basic website. It doesn't look very good, but it's got the most stats you've ever seen. It's pretty gross looking website, but you need anything and it's got you. And maybe it'll prove me wrong right now. Doesn't look like it's suggesting anything for play-ins. Rajon Rondo. Speaking of Rajon Rondo, he's, I think he's in a bit of legal trouble. He brought the strap to his baby mama's crib or something like that.
Yeah, kids were crying and all sorts.
And he was like saying, "Why don't you love me?" to his kid or something while like pointing a gun at him. That's all on Source here in the World of the Poddy podcast, but something wild like that, bro. Speaking of going to court, Johnny Depp, he wins. You don't just see it's the pendulum's swinging back, ladies and gentlemen. Believe all women, that shit is fucking over. Okay, you don't just believe someone just cause of their gender, bro. This bitch shit in his bed, dude. What are you doing? Yeah. She took a shit in his bed.
Fuck that.
Friend of mine, Henry Wilson, he's got a joke. He's got a joke where he says, I peed in a girl's bed once. She got me back though. She did a big shit in my bed. And this was before the Amber Turd stuff. He had this joke.
Okay.
And yeah, she shit in the man's bed, which is bonkers, bro. She just lied. She just lied. And apparently her net worth is like 8 million. And she lost a $10 million defamation suit. So I don't know how the fuck she's supposed to pay this man.
Doesn't sound like she's getting much work either. Didn't she just get cut from that DC film? Wasn't she in like Aquaman or something like that?
Yeah, did she get cut?
Oh, maybe I've just seen some salacious headline, but
yeah, I'm not sure. Oh shit, there's a chip in my glass table.
I think she either got cut or like got scenes cut or something.
Well, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I hate that phrase, but that's a thing. Yep. You can't just do this shit, bro. Be out here just lying on people's names, bro. That is fucked. I'm so glad he took her to court. It's not dope. It's not fun. Like there was a lot of viral clips and stuff of the trial and Johnny Depp, being like cheeky and stuff. But he wasn't having fun. Like going to court's just not fun. And he had a lot of stuff had to get brought up about his drinking and his cocaine use and all this shit. He had to go through all of this publicly. But I'm glad he did it. I'm glad he took her to court for this shit because, yeah, you can't just be out here lying on people's names. That's a crazy bitch, bro. I've been hit up by two crazy bitches, bro, since I've had a kid. I do have a kid now, and I've let it be known in many relationships over my life that I don't want kids. And I've had two crazy bitches text me along the lines of thought you didn't want kids, which is very, very cool. That's a very Congratulations, is that what you mean?
Yeah.
You fucking freak show. So yeah, this is the kind of, this is the kind of shit that people are doing, out here. Crazy
that's nuts.
bitches, bro. Crazy bitches. And you're not supposed to really say bitch that much, but if you're gonna be texting someone that when they've got a kid, it's pretty nuts, man. That's bitch worthy, I think. That's crazy bitch
100%.
And Amber Turd is a crazy bitch. And now she has to live the rest of her days being called Amber Turd. Think about that.
Yeah.
That's how people know you. That's fucking wild. She shit in his bed and tried to blame their tiny dog. And he said, I have cleaned up their, what did he call it? Oh fuck, I forget. Like matter or something. He called it
like fecal matter.
Yeah, but he just, I forget what he called it. Oh shit. It was fucking, however he phrased it, it was comedy, bro. And he was like, this was not the dogs. She shit in his bed, bro. It's nuts. She's so hot. She's the hotness to crazy scale personified. Like, that's a wild bitch, bro. That is fucking, dude, what? Like, just the gravity of that whole situation. Like, if me and Rachel got in a fight and then I come home and there's a shit in the bed, like, I just don't even know what to do.
No, that's uncharted territory for most people in the world.
Yeah. Like, I kind of get it if you're that mad and you go and scoop up the dog shit and then throw it in my bed or whatever. But to squat over the bed, bro, to sit there, squat over the toilet or the bed and use it as a toilet.
Yeah. I mean, it's one thing for that to cross your mind, but it's another thing to follow through with it.
Yeah. Talking about it is crazy. And then doing it.
And then even like starting to do it and still having the chance to make your way to a toilet, but going through with it, that's the fucking most crazy part of it all to me.
Yeah, and then like even getting it all out and it being done, and then not being like, I've got to open it here. Not being like, nah, you know what, this is too far. I should clean this shit up. This literal shit. I should clean this shit up.
Wonder if she wiped the bed sheets.
Yeah, I wonder if she went and tried to just do a clean one.
If you're shitting in the bed, you probably don't even worry about wiping. Why would you?
You have to be in some sort of manic state to do something like that. That is actually just, I'm dumbfounded. It only lasted 5 minutes on social media, but like we need to talk about this. This woman shit in his bed. Like what? That is psycho. That should be a crime in and of itself. Fuck defamation. That's defecation, bro. That's a defecation suit. That is fucking nuts, dude. My goodness. Oh. Welcome to the Poddy Poll about what the listeners are going to be called.
We got a verdict?
I've got some numbers here. People, dude, I got someone. I think I told you last time. Someone like sent me an email about being on my phone during the podcast or something. What a fucking loser, bro! Like, don't fucking email me. What are you doing, bro? Like, unsubscribe, cockhead. Sometimes you need to check your phone for, numbers like this because we got the poll here. So, someone did send an email saying, if we call the listeners podophiles, they're going to stop listening.
Okay.
And you're a bitch for that. So go ahead and stop listening. We're probably not going to call them podophiles. Just from a branding perspective.
Yeah.
T-shirts, stuff like that. I don't know that that's the best idea for marketing. I don't mind it. If we ever do live shows or something like that, calling them podophiles to their face or saying it on the show. but I just don't think we can really do branding of podophiles. I like podlers, but we got yeah. So I did a few polls. I did Twitter poll, Reddit poll, Instagram poll. Podlers won on Instagram and Twitter. And then on Reddit, Podophiles won by a landslide, by about 20%.
That doesn't surprise me on Reddit.
Yeah. People gave some suggestions like potties, which I don't like. Poddites or something. No. You guys suck. You're not creative. Leave it to me. All right. It's podlers. We're going to call them podlers, and I think it's going to be a mix between podlers and podophiles, really. But podophiles did win by a landslide victory. I just don't think.
No, I don't think it's the best way to go forward.
So I think it's going to be podlers.
Right.
And then like I said, if I feel like addressing these people during the show, I might call them podophiles from time to time. Some sensitive bitch fucking wrote in and was just like, as a survivor of pedophilia, I'm not, it's a play on words, you fucking pussy. What are we doing? I'm so sick and tired of like this woke movement. You can't even say podophile. I'm not even saying pedophiles. I'm not condoning fucking kids, you know? It's a joke. It's a play on words, and you feel the need to write in. Just don't listen. Why do people are looking for shit to complain about? Like, they think they're being heroic or something, you know? There's currency both in being a victim and in like virtue signaling or like calling stuff out that doesn't really matter. There's like people, it's like you get like this 15 seconds of fame sort of vibe. Like, oh, it's just so fucking gay, bro. Oh, man. Anyway, the cancellation episode, by the way, that we did a few weeks ago, my plan to avoid, to make a comeback from being cancelled if I ever get cancelled. That episode went ape shit.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think it's all swinging back. Believe all men. Shout out to Johnny Depp, dude.
Yeah, congrats on that one.
Yeah.
So that's all over now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how she's going to pay for this. That's all.
Yeah.
And Disney, I'm waiting for an apology from Disney now because they jumped on this fucking bandwagon, this cancel culture bullshit, kicked him off of Pirates of the Caribbean and all that shit because of this. And
wait, what do you mean? Were they going to make another one, or what do you mean kicked him off?
So I don't know. I think so. I think they stopped.
Or what, they like took that off their strip. Is that a Disney thing?
Yeah.
So they took it off Disney Plus or
I don't know what happened. Maybe they were doing another movie and they cancelled it or something like that. He said he lost work.
Yeah, okay.
And that was based on false statements. He was guilty until proven innocent, which is not the way it's supposed to work.
Yeah.
So Disney needs to fucking apologize, I think. Jeez, I just got out of my notes here. But yeah, podlers. It's going to be podlers. Oh yeah, more about relationships, girl stuff. Do you know who Travis Kelce is?
NFL player?
Yeah. His girlfriend of 5 years recently broke up with him because he still makes them split everything financially.
Yeah.
Which I like. That's what work. I mean, it works for me and Rach. I'm not a multimillionaire athlete, but we split everything. Like down the fucking middle. We go to the grocery store and it's like $120. There's this app called Beam It where you just it's like almost a text message thing. And I just like request $60 from Rachel, and she like swipes, sends me $60. And we do that for everything, dude. For everything. And this man is doing this, and she left him over it. But I think he's done the right thing, because I saw a quote where she said like she's still shopping at Zara, right? And there's nothing wrong with Zara. Zara's got some nice stuff, but it's not, it's not Versace, right? But if that's your quote, if you're worried about still shopping at Zara, that's a bit of a gold digging quote.
Yeah, he's made the right move from the sound of it.
So I reckon he's done well here. He's sorted that bitch out. We're calling them bitches today, apparently.
Just letting it fly.
Yeah, but if you don't want to be called it, don't be it. You know?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I had a birthday as well since the last episode, so I'm 32 now. Got some good gifts. Rachel got me 2 coffee table books. One is about coffee, and one is about dogs. And I love dogs and I love coffee.
Perfect.
She got me tickets to Chris Rock.
Dope.
Pretty happy with that.
When's he coming?
August, I think.
Okay.
Jim Jeffries is coming too, and I've got a free shout out to Henry again. He's just been mentioned twice on the Welcome to the Poddy podcast this week, but Henry got free tickets, so I'm going with Henry. That'll be interesting. That's pretty long hang to be with Henry, but I mean, no offense, but no, shout out to Henry. Thank you for that. So we'll be going to that. Mum got me like a mini golf bag. So like, it's just like a smaller golf bag. So like if I'm going to just play like a par 3 and I'm only going to need like a couple clubs, I can just take that instead of the whole big one.
Yeah. So
yeah, that was cool. Mum made dinner, cheesecake. Rach got me a cake as well. Dude, unbelievable. So the birthday was good, and then the day after the birthday, Kenny had some trouble breathing, so we went to the emergency room and never came home. We were there for 8 days in hospital. That was fucking crazy. So I'm going to talk about that for a minute. So Kenny was breathing really rapidly, like, almost panting like a dog. And I sort of waited a couple of hours for it to pass, but it just kept going. So called Healthline Direct, which is, I don't know if you can just call it. I don't think it's just for babies.
Was that like a number they gave you when you first left the hospital with him?
Well, you get this little blue book, which is like you record all of their like weight and medical stuff, all that. And on the back of that, there's a list of numbers. So I called that. But that's if anyone needs medical advice or something, like if you're like sort of if it's not an emergency and you're unsure whether to like go to the hospital or whatever, you can call this number. Just like say, my friend Lavelle, he's on the ground and he's frothing from the mouth. His eyes seem to be responding to light, but like, he can't talk, but he's showing that he can understand what I'm saying or something like that. And they'll be like, okay, is he doing this? Can he stick his tongue out? Is color returning to his skin if you push it? That kind of stuff. And then they'll be like, okay, sounds like he needs to go to the emergency room. And that's what they did. So I was just like, he's breathing really rapidly. They were like, is his lips blue? Are his fingers blue? All that kind of stuff. I was like, no. And they were just like, yeah, well, I would take him to emergency. Don't be afraid. Make sure you drive safe. You don't need to speed. Just take him there. And I found this out, bro. Anyone under 6 weeks old gets prioritized. So if you're 7 weeks old, bro, you don't get priority. And 7 weeks is young.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
I would have thought, 3 months, anything under 3 months is priority. 6 weeks is the cutoff. He was only 2 weeks old at the time. No. He was 8 days old.
Yeah.
So we got prioritized, and yeah, he pretty much got put on oxygen straight away. So, yeah, we were they took us out of the emergency room because they didn't want him to get sick if there was any like real sickos in there. And there was some real like people. You've been to the emergency room lately?
Not late, a couple of years back, but you hear some wild shit when you're waiting in there with someone.
Dude, there was a dude that clearly got the dog shit kicked out of him, bro. He was bleeding from the eye, and he looked like he was going through it, dude. It was nuts. And then we were in there for like 4 hours, like in the not in the emergency room, but like in the pediatric part just off of it. And then they took us to the I think the maternity ward, maybe. They took us there. And when we walked out, it was like 4 a.m. We got there at like midnight. We walked out at 4 a.m, and I looked back into the emergency room, and there was still cunts sitting there in the exact same spot as they were sitting in when we got there. It's a fucking nightmare. Emergency rooms suck.
Not the place you want to be.
Yeah.
Ever.
Have you ever been there for yourself?
I think so, but it wasn't really an emergency. I think it was just a bit of an overreaction when I was a bit younger.
Yeah. I went, I broke my arm on Christmas Eve, bro, and I had to go, I spent Christmas Eve and Christmas Day in emergency.
Yeah, that's pretty grim.
Doing nothing, because they just make you sit there. I don't get it. I don't really understand it.
Unless you're like bleeding out on the floor, yeah, you're going to be sitting there for a while.
Yeah. What did you go for?
I had a dislocated thumb and like just couldn't pop it back in, so I was just sitting there with my thumb pointing the opposite direction that it should have.
How'd you do it?
Playing footy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This was ages ago. I think I was about 12, 13.
The ball hit it, or?
I can't actually tell you. I was playing, and then I was running with the ball, and the ball felt flat in my hand, which was weird. And then I kicked it, and it definitely wasn't flat. And then I looked down at my hand, and my thumb was just like 90 degrees out of where it should have been.
Oh, and so you didn't actually feel it happen?
No,
and
just heaps of adrenaline at the time, I guess. And yeah, then just looked down after thinking the ball was deflated, and no, my thumb was just bent the wrong way.
Yeah, wow. I don't think I've ever dislocated anything.
But you've broken. See, I've never broken anything.
I've broken everything. I've broken ankle.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, I've broken ankle, toe, cheek, nose, fingers, elbow, hand, rib. That's probably it.
Yeah, you've been through it.
Yeah, Warzone, bro. I remember one time in college, I reset my nose myself. I broke it. We were just both going for the ball, and this guy Cecil kind of came in sideways and collected me with his shoulder, fucked my nose up, and I went in to the training room, and I saw the trainer was like, and then I looked in the mirror, and my nose was just like all fucked up, and I just did it myself, and that fucking caned.
Yeah.
But I guess they say I had heard that if you don't do it straight away, like
It starts to like set.
yeah, it'll heal crooked, or you have to get surgery. So I was just like, I'm just gonna do it, and I did it, and it fucking hurt so bad, like proper tears.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, that was nuts. But yeah, so we're in hospital for 8 days. And let me tell you this, I am on the record as saying I love nurses. I think it's an honourable profession. I wanted to kill these motherfuckers, bro. I wanted to choke these bitches out. I couldn't believe how useless some of them were. Some of them were great. I had 2 favorites. Shout out to Sarah and Danielle. Sarah and Danielle, they were lit. All right, but there was some in there just doing my fucking head in, bro. Like, the first night, we only thought we were going to be there one night. And Rach is like, oh, you sleep on the bed, like don't, because they've got like this fold out chair. It's trash. And Rachel's like, yeah, you sleep on the bed. And so I was like, oh, thanks, thanks, babe. And I'm asleep. A nurse comes in and wakes me up. And she's like, you got to get out of this bed. This bed is for mum. She needs to sleep here. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, we're not the ones that are getting treated. It's the kid. So it's actually like whoever's bed, She needs to look after us. I was like, I get it if this was like the day after she gave birth or whatever, right? And she's still recovering. Like to this day, she's still recovering, and I get it. But she, I didn't kick her off the bed or whatever. She offered it. And this, and I snapped at her. I was like, all right, get out. Told her to get the fuck out of my room. And we never saw her again. I honestly think that she might have even requested to get off of our shift.
Yeah, sounds like she might have.
We never saw her again. But I got this overwhelming sense of like some of them wanted to be seen like they were working or something, like they wanted to seem busy or seem like they were saving the day or whatever. So, Kenny's hooked up to the machine and all this, and it shows his oxygen levels. And if it ever dipped, depending on what nurse was on the shift, some nurses would like run in and like turn his oxygen up and all, they wouldn't let it recover. And sometimes like he would dip for 1 second and then just like come back up. And they just, some of them were just doing too much, man. I'm just like, did a doctor ask you to do that? And some of them avoided answering that question because I don't think the doctor said to do that shit. But I'm not knocking nurses. I love a nurse. But nurse was once criteria for me, for who I wanted to date. I was like, I want a nurse. I want someone who can look after me, That'd be nice, but that didn't happen. But, dude, I didn't feel welcome in the hospital. I was very angry about it. I felt like they only recognized Rachel in there. And that I was invisible many times. They would come in and only speak to her and not even look in my direction and shit like that. I felt super disrespected and not, I didn't feel welcome. I didn't feel like they respected that there's two fucking parents in the room. And I feel that, I feel that a lot anyway. I feel that like people don't really respect dads, and I get mums go through they carry the baby and they deliver it, but there's parenting's parenting. There's still two people.
Is this what your experience was like during the birth as well?
Trying to remember. Yeah, kind of, but that was more understandable because Rachel was really going through it. She was in a lot of pain. She's, screaming. So I get that because they were sort of caring for her. Yeah. But Kenny was the one that was unwell. He was the one that was getting the care, but they sort of acted like Rachel was sick, and they just kept like, is mum okay? Can I get you anything? And they don't. Dude, they bring in one meal.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
For her to eat, and I'm just supposed to just not eat in there. Like, it was fucking crazy. And I get that there's probably a limit. Like, they probably... I don't know, dude. Like I would have had to like take him in by myself to get any recognition. And even there was times where like Rachel wouldn't know the answer to like a question that we got asked, and then so she would like look to me and I would answer it, and then they would just like sort of look at me while I'm talking and not acknowledge what I said, and then like sort of go back, continue the conversation with Rach. It just, it felt, I fucking hated it, man. I just felt like it just made me really feel like dads didn't matter. Like dad lives matter, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't really like that. Dude, I was going to talk about the mass shooting, and I can't even. America's so fucked, bro. Like, there's already been like five mass shootings since that Uvalde, Texas one. For people to think that gun control, like, people are so ignorant. They're just like, guns don't kill people, people kill people, and all that kind of shit. And people will still get guns if they want guns. It's like, yeah, but there'll be less availability and it'll be harder to get a gun. Like,
yeah, like when was the last time you heard about a mass stabbing?
Yeah, exactly. Or like, if at the very least, like, why the fuck are they selling assault rifles?
Yeah, assault rifles.
Like,
did you listen to Biden's State of the Nation address or whatever it was yesterday?
No.
I listened to a bit of it, and he just made the point that it's crazy that as an 18-year-old you can go buy an assault rifle, but you have to be 21 to buy a pistol. Like, I think that's only in certain states, but
yeah,
that just blows my mind as well.
You shouldn't even be allowed a pistol, because you can conceal pistols too easy. You should only be allowed rifles, like hunting rifles, or like the old like double barrel shotgun. Not like a pump action or anything. Like, what the fuck do you need all that shit for?
You don't.
Yeah, like I think like shoot like a shotgun for if you want to do clay pigeon shooting and shit like that, or a rifle if you're hunting, but like, or like, yeah, to protect your home or whatever. You don't need a assault rifle.
Have you ever needed a gun to protect your home?
I haven't personally, but if I was in the US, I probably would consider it because they're fucking nutty over there. I think if I lived in the US, I think I would get my gun license and have a gun at home. But that's scary too. Like now that I've got a kid, I'd be so scared that like he would access it, find out what my code to the safe is or whatever, and load it up and play with it. That scares the shit out of me. I got the strap here. This is illegal. You're not allowed these anymore. But I got this bad boy. I don't even remember how to turn it on. This is how hard real guns should be. Yeah. I got the strap. I don't mind. I kind of want to paint the orange bits and make it like it's already illegal to have this. So like it'd be nice to make it like just fully illegal and make it scary. So like if someone does invade my house and I point it at them, I'd like them to not think that it's a toy. But it's clearly a toy because it's got the orange bit on it and the orange trigger. But I wouldn't mind pulling this on somebody. I love it. It's fun. I love the strap. I'd love to be a gun owner.
Like, I wonder how common it is over there for people to actually like pull a gun on someone invading their house.
I think super common. I think every time there's
we just don't hear about it on the news.
Oh, you mean like how often there's a home invasion that ends in a death?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it makes like the access to weapons over there makes people think twice about home invasions maybe.
Yeah, but if you're the one robbing the house and you got one on you yourself.
Yeah. I think in some states, or maybe only Florida, but I'm pretty sure like you can't, if you shoot someone on your property, you like can't get done for, well, there's probably more to it than shoot someone on your property, but like, manslaughter and all that kind of stuff. But like, I think in like other states, even if someone's breaking into your house and you shoot them, like you can still get in shit. But like, how LA is like gone crazy and everyone's homeless and like people are robbing people and shit all the time. If I lived in LA, I'd be having wild weapons, I think. I'd be scared that people are going to try and rob me for sure. I don't like, dude, that country, bro, is not, I don't have any immediate plans to go back there. No fucking way. That place is fucked. I can't even believe it. You got to like put a time limit on your visits if you go over there, because if you stay there too long, the odds are you're going to die. It's fucking crazy over there, bro. Crazy. Yeah, but I don't really particularly want to talk about that shooting. It's just like, it's so frustrating because it just seems so easily fixed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, like, as much as, I don't know, in my head it just seems so simple, but it's such a like nuanced topic. Yeah,
it's just like the Second Amendment, and people have said this a million times. It was about.
I feel like we've even you've spoken about this on the pod before.
Yeah, because it happens all the fucking time. And it's just like
every few days.
The Second Amendment was for single shot muskets.
And muskets, yeah.
And now, like the fact that people are exercising their Second Amendment right to use or purchase assault rifles is just crazy. They're killing machines. I can't even do politics. I can't be fucked. Let's quickly go through Clay's reviews. Comedy, action, or horror. Will this movie win an Oscar? Set design, directing, acting, lighting, or costumes. This segment is Clay's reviews. The Legend of Tarzan, bro. Skarsgård. Is it? What's his name? Alexander Skarsgård. What's the Samuel L. Jackson, bro, is basically playing his role. Like he just reminded me so much of remember when he was the house nigger in Django? He reminded me of that guy. This is a M for mature audiences, bro. The Legends of Tarzan, which is wild. I thought that you would aim this at children, this type of film. Alexander Skarsgård is absolutely shredded in it, and I guess he's in this new movie at the moment called The Northman or something.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, but I've seen trailers.
Yeah, and I think he's absolutely cut up in that as well. But so he's Tarzan. I don't know if this is a sequel to another Tarzan, but like he lives in like London or something. And he speaks English.
Okay.
And then he goes back to the jungle for, to save something. Dude, the CGI in it is subpar. Nothing looked real. I laughed out loud. He got down on his legs or his hands and knees and like sort of did this to like nuzzled a fucking lion. And I laughed out loud when I saw that happen because I was just like, this is a man, guys. There is just, this film is completely, like they try to make it believable, right? They try to make it seem like this is some form of reality. And it's so fucking far from reality that it was laughable. He got down on his hands and knees and nuzzled a lion. And then I laughed again because I was like, he's nuzzling another man dressed in a green suit. Like,
yeah,
which is fucking so funny. So that was, dude, the CGI subpar at best. The story, dude, I think how long, does it say how long it runs?
I think it was an hour and 50.
Hour and 50 minutes of nothing, bro. Absolutely nothing happened in this film. Margot Robbie, she's got red hair in it, which is fucking crazy. Doesn't even make sense. When I watched Tarzan as a kid, Jane didn't have red hair. She had brown hair. So that's just an inconsistency. Historically, Jane has brown hair. Margot Robbie, for some reason, has red hair in this movie. There's a sex scene, which is nuts for Tarzan. Like, this is, again, it's rated M, but like, when this movie got greenlit, what the fuck were they thinking? Yeah, we've got to get this out to teenagers. Teenagers want to see Tarzan. No. No one except children want to see Tarzan. Kenny slept through it. He didn't even like it. Okay? This shit was ridiculous. It was so far removed from reality. You know, I get it. It's Tarzan. We're talking about a man that was raised by monkeys. Okay? I get that it's silly, but then you need to embrace the silliness and let it be silly. Don't try and make it seem like it's rooted in some form of reality, because it just wasn't. It was so dumb. 5 out of fucking 10. That was, what did I watch that on? Legend of Tarzan. I reckon that was on Netflix. And We Own This Town. Have you seen anything about this?
No.
It's on Binge.
Okay.
John Bernthal. Have you seen The Punisher?
Yeah.
One of my favorite television series of all time. I'm not even lying. I fucking loved The Punisher. John Bernthal is the main character in this show. Dude, it is based on true events. I didn't realize that until it's called We
Own This Town?
We Own This Town. I didn't realize until the last episode that this was based on true events. Unbelievable scenes. It's just about all crooked cops in Baltimore. And it's pretty fucking enthralling. It's just basically what was that down there?
Is it We Own This City or We Own This Town?
We Own This City. Yeah, that's right. Go down. What's this welcome to the potty thing here?
This?
Yeah. Why is that? I don't understand. Oh, that's just the Google reviews. Okay, and I'm logged in. Okay, so yeah, it's just about all crooked cops doing like, planting drugs on people, robbing people, bro. Robbing people. So it was a gun seizure task force sort of thing. So they're just trying to find weapons and stuff. And they would, when they found the guns, they would take any cash and drugs for themselves, and sell the drugs back into the streets. It's foul shit, bro. And like, it was kind of cool not knowing that it was a true story. Cause like some of the shit they were doing, I was like, this is so dumb. This would never happen. And then at the end, it's like, this happened. I was right. What the fuck? And yeah, since all this shit, I guess crime in Baltimore, like in real life, has increased 300%. So, America's so dope, bro. But no, I highly recommend this one. It was such a good story. It was well written. There was several significant character arcs to follow. And, I love a true story and everyone knows it. And so this gets a 7.5 out of 10. And that's the Welcome to the Poddy podcast. And everybody, you know what to do. Welcome to the Poddy on everything. Follow it, rate it, review it. 5 stars only. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I think you guys have been doing that a bit more lately. The listeners have gone up. YouTube's still going ape shit. We've got 1,080 subscribers or something. 1,079 subscribers, something like that. I don't know what's going on. Like some videos get hundreds of views and some get 8 or 9 still. It's just, it's weird. But thank you for sharing the show and all that shit. There's more merch. There's new golf merch on the website now. Got some polos, golf hats, golf jacket. So go have a perv. Buy some merch. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I love you guys. Don't forget to love yourselves. Bung, bung.
Sub-Zero, take your breath away with your own pillow. I'm moving in silence through the night. There's no stopping me, not the Black Widow. I'm kicking making it swiftly, Liu Kang flow. Cybernetic enhancements, I'm Kano. I'm proficient at war like Jax, but I got nothing to prove like John Cage though. I got an arsenal full of techniques. Enter the dragon like Bruce Lee. I'm dangerous, so dangerous. You don't want me at the fifth.